I became homeless because I went back to work and I had gotten into housing, affordable housing with TNDC. And you can't stand in line and wait to eat at Glide when you have to be at work.
But you were made homeless basically because you got a job.
Because my reconsideration comes up and they say I owe $6,000 in back pay, back rent, and they proceeded to do a settlement because I lost my job out of the stress and everything that was going on. I lost my job, got on state disability insurance. My income was $600, but in the settlement they wanted $900 a month in back pay to keep me there because they wanted the $6,000 paid in 6 months. How is that working with people and trying to keep them off the street? We should enable people to go back to work, not punish them. I thought that's what they were trying to do, give me a break. I honestly thought they were trying to give me a break. And I admit that I am at fault for the money part. The money part I will pay. I don't agree with the fact that they evicted me and punished me. To my mind, I've never been to jail, but it's worse than a prison sentence, what they did to me, just because I went back to work. Come on.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
Yeah.
I run a youth program at a local community center working with homeless and queer youth. I'm out here on the streets today reclaiming the streets in the name of queerness and in the name of compassion and in the name of the history of San Francisco. Because, you know, as a queer and a San Franciscan, I believe that we don't need the police to step in between ourselves and our own community. I think that we need to create community-based solutions when it comes to public safety on the streets.
Build bridges, not fences. Yeah.
Exactly, build bridges, not fences. You know, there's already 27 laws on the books that'll make it illegal for you to do certain things on the sidewalks. If the police aren't able to enforce those laws, I don't feel that an additional law is going to give the police the tools to do what they're already supposed to be doing.
I became homeless when I was 17 because my mom did not accept my queerness. It was either I could stay home and not be queer or go out and do what I wanted. So I actually left home because I preferred my freedom versus, you know, not that. And after a few years of that, I came to San Francisco, and obviously I didn't have a home then either. Stayed in Golden Gate for a while.
He would be in violation of sit-lie. Get out the domino.
All right, you got the big 6.
Community, not. So just by doing this, I'm breaking the law.
So here we are on the spot where Harvey Milk himself opposed sit-lie back in the 70s, because in 1968 the board passed a sit-lie law similar to the one that they're proposing again. And Harvey Milk opposed it because it was being used against gay men in the Castro. At one point, 14 gay men were arrested under sit-lie for simply sitting on the sidewalk outside of bars. And Harvey championed the repeal of the law. The law was eventually repealed in 1979 after the ACLU and queer organizations brought it to court and got it struck down. So this law is a homophobic law. It's a law that has a homophobic history, and this neighborhood should stand tall and say, hell no, no sit-lie in San Francisco again.
$60, $70, I don't even know, 100 parties happening on the sidewalks as we speak right now. For everyone that's here, there are like another, like, you know, 300 or more people, you know, parties all over the city, in the Mission, in the Richmond, in the Bayview, in the Sunset, in front of the mayor's house. There was a barbecue right in front of the mayor's house. Because, of course, the mayor introduced this legislation that would make it illegal to sit or lie on any sidewalk in San Francisco. It will only criminalize the innocent behavior of sitting on the sidewalk. Once the word got out on this ordinance that it would turn the tide and we'd get the people against this thing, there's no way that the supervisors are going to pass this thing. There's no way it's going to pass on the ballot in November. We're going to turn this into a net positive for progressives in San Francisco. We're going to show them that the people want the sidewalks, the people want their public spaces, the people want their civil rights, people want their civil liberties. Yes, we want to lay on the sidewalk and we want to sit on the sidewalk and we want our public spaces for the people. Toodles has been down at 18th and Castro. They've had a fantastic action there all day. She can tell us what's going on. Here, Toodles.
Hello. I'm with a group called Havoc, Horizontal Alliance of Very Organized Queers, also known as Pride at Work. We're a group of queers fighting for social and economic justice. We were down today at 18th and Castro making banners. Hopefully you guys can make your own banners at home and hang them outside your homes or outside a freeway or wherever the heck you want. Now on this proposition was a law in the 60s for about 10 years, and what they used it was for getting the hippies out of San Francisco. Alternatively, what they used it was to get, to proliferate homophobia within the police academy, and arrested a whole bunch of gay men here in the Castro, and we're just trying to remember those things and what it's really going to mean. What this looks like is ultimately it's going to say everyone can't sit or lie in a public space. What it really looks like is not racial profiling, but economic profiling. So if you look dirty, if you don't look clean, if you look like you've just had a hard day, you will be ticketed and fined. And at one point, if it's your second ticket, you could be facing jail time.
Right.
So we are out here trying to remember that sidewalks are for people, and we are safer when we're out in the street together than alone.
Yes, earlier in the morning I was in the Richmond district. We ate breakfast with 40 people out on the sidewalk. We talked to all kinds of people, and I think that inevitably what's going to happen is no matter how the board votes, the mayor has sworn that this is going to go on the ballot. This will be used as a wedge issue, and we need to stop right now in its current tracks. There's 3 supervisors who are currently on the fence about this issue. We don't elect people so that they can just use our agenda to get to higher office or not work for our agenda. So I hope that we can pressure them to do the right thing.